your performance today. I know you didn't necessarily score well in Game 2, but today your shot was back. And then can you also talk about how big of a victory this was for this young team who hadn't been tested on the road in the playoffs?
Yeah, well, I think each game is going to be very different. It has been so far for me individually. First game, had to get the nerves out the way. Second game was in foul trouble. And tonight, kind of just found my rhythm and had a lot of open shots where my teammates were able to find me. So it wasn't just me. I felt like a lot of guys down the stretch made big plays. Tristan Thompson was unbelievable. He was unbelievable in Game 2 as well. Braun made some huge plays. Kai. JR, I mean, throughout our entire lineup, and I've been saying that all year, we have guys that can do different things. So it was a big game for us here on the road, going up 3-0.
Kev, Chris Haynes, Cleveland.com. There was a play, I believe, second quarter, I believe. KYRIE got fouled hard. You guys rushed to the scene and whatnot, and it's like you guys just handled that the way you were supposed to. Can you talk about, you know, when plays happen like that, I guess the opposite effect that it could have or the negative effect it could have, and how you guys just handled that?
I thought we handled it well. We know that it's, it's a chance for the Celtics to kind of muck up the game, and there's going to be hard fouls throughout a series, but we were just having our brothers back, and we thought KYRIE got fouled pretty hard. We just wanted to have his back and really keep it moving and keep our heads, because on the road we know that the crowd's going to get into us. We know that adversity is going to hit, and I think going forward that's going to happen to us quite a few times. So I thought we handled it, as I mentioned, very well.
Kevin, Dave McMenamin, ESPN.com. But there were games this year where Coach Blatt didn't even use you in the fourth quarter because of rotations or whatever, and you always handled it in terms of talking about winning and the big picture. And then you get to be in Game 3 of a playoff series and hit 2 threes in the last couple minutes. What has that process been like for you, accepting that sometimes it won't be your number, and then certainly relishing the opportunity when it is?
I think naturally, being a competitor, I always want to be out there. And there was different times throughout the season where the matchups, the other team maybe had gone small. So whether it was Tristan or Timo playing the 5 and LeBron at the 4, that's just how we matched up. So it was on me to be a professional, take it as it came, and in games like tonight and different games throughout the season, I was able to step up and make some big plays when I was out there. So I just want to do what's right and what's best for this team and help us win. I think that's kind of held true throughout the entire season and now into the postseason.
Gethin Goulball of the Sports Exchange. Have the Celtics showed you anything different at home than they did when you guys were at home? Are you left with a different taste?
I think that they're going to – I mean, we knew the first couple games they came out and hit first. I think I mentioned that a couple times in the past couple games. And we wanted to come out and hit first tonight. And I'm answering Chris's question. They came out and had the hard foul on Kai, had a hard foul on LeBron, but we felt like we handled it well, continued to play physical and played through a number of different situations, especially down the stretch where we had to make plays. So I think that they definitely showed us different looks. Their lineups and schemes have been a little bit different, and they've changed it up. And we've just been able to adjust to it very well, and we have a great game plan going into Game 4.
Kevin DuPont with the Boston Globe. If you can go back to the start of the year when David took over the team, how long did it take for you guys to kind of grasp the type of game you wanted in terms of team identity and style? And how do these 3 games fit into that sort of game plan?
Oh, we just had so many different players that, and myself included, that hadn't really played together before. It was a different system, just a lot of changeover from years past. So, just getting accustomed to what he wanted out there on the floor, and getting the first 20, 30, 40 games under our belt that we made. The trade for Shump and JR and Timo basically halfway through the season, and we almost had to break it down and find out how we're going to play again. So it's just been something that we've been able to figure out. He's a coach that has weathered it very well, a guy that is battle tested in years past, not in the NBA, not in the NBA playoffs yet, but a lot of that could be said for a number of players on this team. But we're figuring out on the fly, and I think tonight was a great test for us, and we showed that we can make it happen in crunch time and grow up.
Kevin, Gary Washburn, Boston Globe. It's been a transition year for you, new team, new atmosphere. more of a winning, attitude. How did you view this postseason? How have you taken it? Is this a new season for you, a chance to reprove yourself? There was a lot of doubters, a lot of people talking about your weaknesses. How did you view this kind of second season?
Well, listen, first and foremost, I mean, people have focused my whole career on what I couldn't do rather than what I could do. So I know that my teammates and the coaching staff has my back. I know the organization has my back, and I'm sending the love right back to them. So I think tonight was one of those times where my number was called to step up and to hit a big shot. And there was a couple huge plays. Kai tipped out the ball. From the broken play, I was able to set my feet, take my time, hit the shot, and another broken play. Tristan, stepped up, had a big screen, kind of a broken play. Braun kicked it out, and I was right there to hit another shot. But I look at it as definitely a new season for myself, but for a lot of different guys, because this is our first time going through it, so we're having to learn a lot on the fly.
And when did you become very comfortable shooting that corner three?
Really a lot this year. A lot of my threes had come in transition and, just out of the offense in different ways. But the way that we're able to space the floor, and I'm able to help that with JR and Shump and myself and James Jones and Mike Miller, a ton of guys on this team, it opens up the lanes a lot for guys like LeBron and Kyrie to break guys down and get to the hole. So it's a weapon that we use.
Jared Weiss, CLNS Radio. You had more makes tonight than you had attempts in each of the first two games. Do you feel a momentum swing happening for you with your three-point shot?
It's just there. I felt like I played with a lot more confidence tonight. As I mentioned in the first game, it was getting that one underneath my belt. Thought I played pretty well. I thought our team played well. In the second game, it was just mucked up, got into foul trouble, and there's just not much you can do about that. But I thought we played really, really well tonight. Guys were shooting their shots. Some of them aren't going to go. Well, we were tested throughout each and every quarter, and when it came down to a 2 or 3 minute game, we were able to execute and pull it out.
Do you feel you guys are unbeatable if your threes are falling and Kyrie and LeBron are able to get into their games?
I don't know if anybody's unbeatable. I mean, this is basketball is a game where really anybody can be beat on any given day. So I think if we're moving the basketball and playing our A game, then we're going to be very tough.
Thank you.